What in the? Welcome back to Balls World Live. How's everybody doing? I'm just playing with you. Welcome back to Balls World Live. This is James Ship. And we have in the studio Jacques Slade.
Yes.
A.K.A. at Kustoo.
Yes.
Okay. Sneaker aficionado.
I'll take that.
Okay. Horse, second place.
Whoa.
Thank
Whoa.
you.
Wait.
Thank you,
Are we starting
We
the show?
gonna throw that. We just go 0 to 100 in here, Balls World.
Wait, no.
You know, I was gonna stay humble, but thank you,
I was
James.
hoping. No,
I got you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that was coordinated. Two work together.
Well, hey man, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, man. Go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Like,
My name is Jacques Slade. I was born in Pacoima, California. No, I'm kidding. So I do
long walks on the beach.
Yeah, I do a long walks on the beach. I'm a Gemini.
Are you?
So I am. June 10th. Shout out to Gemini. No, nobody else.
No.
Okay,
Gemini's
cool.
I'm in the building.
Yes. There you go. So I do create content about sneakers and sports and technology. I started out writing for places like Complex, Nice Kicks, Kicks on Fire, and places like that. Eventually started doing it on my own in 2013. And now that's basically is my career, is creating content and, creating stuff about sneakers on YouTube. I've directed some stuff for brands. I've done, a bunch of stuff.
When did you become a sneakerhead? Do you remember like the age and the time that you were like, this is my first sneaker and I'm down with the get down for the rest of my life?
Well, I'm down with. I
down with
think
get
it was the first time I bought an Air Jordan 11.
Okay.
Air Jordan 11 is
that's
just
it.
it's
Those
just
are
like
fire.
it's like a classic shoe. Like you see it, and it
melt.
just does something to you.
Oh.
That
You
patent
bite your
leather,
lip.
that black and red. I was
the bread's just so soft.
But
Yeah.
what's your favorite though?
my favorite is the Air Jordan 1. But
Okay.
that's grown over time. Like as I've matured, and because it allows the Air Jordan 1 allows you to kind of mix it up. You can dress it up, you can dress it down.
Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
DJ Mystery with the
Look,
ones
okay,
on.
see,
Hello?
okay,
Hello? Did you
okay,
say
see,
something?
We're here. It's about that time.
So when did that explode? Because you have like the top 10 sneaker blog of all time. And like when did that
wow,
you
that's a
be
lot.
there's
Don't
a
say
lot of
that.
sneakerheads out there. How
There
did
are.
you become, one of the top?
I think I just a lot of luck and hard work. Teaching myself how to edit video, teaching myself about sneakers, doing the research, like all of that. I just, because I did that time at Complex and Nice Kicks and Kicks
Finish
on
Line.
Fire and did some stuff for Finish Line and for Foot Locker and for all these places, it really allowed me to amass a collection, one, and then to be able just to share that experience. Like for me, it's more about sharing that experience. A lot of people think, collecting sneakers is like, oh, I have all the greatest sneakers, but you meet a lot of great people in the sneaker world, like from basketball players to people that are just lifestyle people. Like it all kind of comes together, and sneakers is just like the connector to all of that.
Right.
Speaking of meeting all these great people, let's tell everybody how you went through Michael Jordan's house. I mean, that's everyone's dream in the basketball world. Michael Jordan, just meeting him
He's the
alone
top.
is like a big deal. But you
That
went
is.
to his house.
I did. We went to his house and in Chicago with a big 23 on the gate, which is crazy. It's just
Whoa.
crazy. Like I remember we drove up in the bus.
Yeah,
And like
describe
we were
it.
all kind of
Yeah, right?
we were all
Oh,
kind of
like-
guessing like where we were going because they were
Right.
taking us on this tour of Chicago. We went to like his favorite place to eat, and then we went
Where?
to like this place where I forgot the name of the place. We went to his house after that. I was just like, well, I don't remember.
I know Kobe's favorite place.
Yeah. Oh, is that funny? You also
That is
interviewed Kobe,
hilarious.
so we're
Yeah,
talking about
no,
that.
yeah.
I did interview Kobe as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, we just pulled up to the gate, and like there's this big giant gate, and there's like a helper, like an assistant that kind
Right.
of comes out.
Oh, man.
Because you can't like just go in. It's not like you can pull up to the gate and be like, "Yo, MJ,
Yeah, no, there's like a
Jeffrey."
MJ, yeah, right. There's like a butler out there.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, so like they let you in, and then you like walk down this long driveway, and then like off to the left, it's like this like super manicured lawn. Every blade of grass is perfect.
Right.
There's like a golf
23 bushes.
right. It's
23 trees.
23
Perfect water
bushes.
drops.
There's a putting green, and then there's like the main house, and then like there's like the other house.
Slave quarters and
And then
everything.
the other
Yeah.
house.
And then
Cold-blooded.
there's like
He got Haynes money. That's why.
the
'Cause that's the Haynes, the Haynes
Yeah.
money picking cotton. That's what it does.
He still got that Space Jam money.
That's Space Jam, buddy.
And then you walk in.
And then you walk into his house, and then like there's like a bull, like the bull on
Yeah, yeah.
that's
And-
in New York.
Mhm.
Like he
The
has
big
a
bull
like a
with the big
statue
horn. Oh, yeah.
of that, like that's
Oh,
just
that's
sitting
kinda
on the
lit.
table out front. You're like, oh, okay, I get it, Mike.
Yeah, you're bulls.
Yeah, and then like we went.
Is there a wizard anywhere?
There's-
no,
there
there ain't no
is-
wizards, huh? there's
Yeah.
no like, there's no,
And how
there's no
is he
Gandalf
one-on-
in the
how is he
backyard. Like,
one-on-one?
How is he?
How is he one-on-one?
We didn't get a lot of one-on-one
Okay,
time with
okay.
Mike.
Yeah.
It was like y'all know Mike.
Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
Michael Jordan.
I'm
Google
Michael-
me.
Google
Right.
I'm out.
Google me. That's hilarious.
So what was your favorite place in the house? Out of seeing all of that
Man,
stuff?
forget the house.
Yeah,
I want to
let's
know what's your
talk about
favorite
you.
pair of shoes.
Well,
He has
You already
200.
said.
I'll answer a couple of those. I'll answer both of those. Favorite place in the house was the gym. He has this like personal gym inside with like his logo that sits like in the middle of the basketball court. Because I know obviously I love basketball kind of because of people like Jordan, like being able to play. So we
Right.
got to play on that court. So
That's
like
cool.
that was like my moment.
that's pretty insane.
I mean, it was cool. He had
That's
like
pretty
a
insane.
pond on the inside, and there's like this. I don't know what it's called, a bouvet. I don't know what it was. There's just a house thingy area with glass, and you can walk through, and there's a pond. Yeah, it was sick. It's sickening. But favorite
greenhouse.
pair of shoes, Air Jordan 1. Yeah.
Like, period. Favorite pair of all types of shoes.
Of all types
time.
of shoes, I would say the Air Jordan 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, you can dress it up, dress it down, and
Yeah.
just kind of, it's a cool looking, it's a cool looking
cool
shoe,
shoe.
regardless. You can wear it anywhere, and people will be like, oh, like they get it. It's not like, it's not something brand new where people are like, oh, I don't know what that shoe is. It's like something that most people in the world
Right.
recognize.
When you see it, it's a very recognizable sneaker,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And the thing that's cool about sneakers and the sneaker culture is like each shoe kind of has a story. It has a
Yep.
you get some kind of feeling when you look at a certain type of shoe. You look at this one shoe, you're like, oh man, that's this, and that
Yeah,
reminds me
yeah.
of when he
I
won
broke
that
up with my
game.
boyfriend,
And
yeah.
oh yeah, is that what
Or-
reminds
or
me?
that could be a story too. That could be a story.
But
It
there's
was so
actually
cold.
so
the
much-
Raptors, he got me.
So much more about you that we're gonna find out after break.
Okay.
And yeah, what's
She's tripping.
Oh.
we ain't going to break.
okay then.
Goes
then
on, we ain't going
I
to
can
break.
give you a question
Let's do a
in.
break. Let's do
You not only are you a creative director and an interviewer and you in the sneaker game, but you also are a rapper and a musician.
Yes.
Am
yes.
I right?
Yeah. Shout out to Young Preezy back there. He used to
Preezy.
DJ for me at my shows.
And you
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
rap cameo in the movie Walk Hard. Can we talk
Yeah,
about that real quick?
Little nutsack.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was in the movie Walk Hard, and I played the rapper Lil Nutsack, and I did
Lil Nutsack?
Can we talk about that?
That was my rap name in
Did
the
you
movie.
choose?
Sorry, ESPN.
No, I did. That was the character's name. That's not my rap name. Let's clear that up. I don't want people to
okay,
think.
yeah, I was like, at
Yeah.
Kuzo or follow at Nutsack.
Yeah, like I was in Pacoima, like, yo, Lil Nutsack got bars, B. No, that was never the case. But that was the actual character's name
Yeah.
in the movie, and like he made a parody of the John C. Reilly song in the movie. The name of the song was Walk Hard, and it was just a very bad song.
But you have an album called Before the Hype in
Yes.
2007.
Yes, I did.
What's good with that? Talk about it.
Yeah, so my album went wood. I sold.
Ew.
Yeah, I sold like
Mahogany.
mahogany. It was like mahogany.
I mean, what kind of rapper are you though? Like, what's your vibe?
I guess I was kind of I don't want to say a positive rapper. I wasn't like, trying to change the world,
Preaching.
but I was still from Pacoima, which is like a bad neighborhood, and like grew up with like all my cousins is in gangs and
Oh.
that kind of like I mean you
And
live-
how did you separate yourself from that?
I just think because my uncle would whip my tail and wouldn't let me join gangs kind of thing. My uncle really pushed me, and then basketball. Like I just loved
Oh.
basketball at that point in my life. I wasn't very good, but I just loved the sport, and I would literally play all the time. Like I was the kid that like went to high school, and for lunch I would play basketball at lunch, and then like I would grab my lunch on my way back to class. That way, so I could get my basketball in during the day. I was still terrible, but I just loved.
So
loved to play.
But you never played basketball in college, so
I never played
mean,
in
for someone
college.
who loved basketball so much,
I know. Whoa, I feel like that was like.
Yo,
yeah,
just
that
so
was
everybody
a
knows again,
gunshot.
Kiki just got done playing 4 years at Penn State. So she just did 4 years in the
Yeah,
pen, and now
baller.
she
In the
over here
pen.
pressing
Right.
everybody on some
Right.
basketball.
Yeah. So now she's feeling a certain kind of way. Like I'm D1.
no.
I let her beat me and out because I didn't want to
Woo.
embarrass her on
Now
the
he
show.
let
Just
me.
so
Yeah.
everybody also knows, just put this in context. Just earlier today, they went and played a game of horse.
Of course, yeah.
Well, it's actually out.
We played
Owl?
out. We just played
Out.
out. Just
Out.
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 Just, yeah, because we wanted
Yeah.
to make it quick.
Did you get out?
No, he got out.
You got out.
Hey.
Yeah, I got out. I was.
was-
So here's the thing.
But
I'm training.
He
I'm
has
training.
an
Here's the
excuse.
thing.
He's
Yeah. So
running
here's
a
the thing.
marathon.
No, see, a lot of people don't understand the mechanics of basketball, and when you're training for a marathon, like there's a certain impact to certain muscles, and
I'll give him that.
the
You
way
training for
that
a
you
marathon?
run. Yes,
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
training for a marathon. I'm training for the New York Marathon.
First
Oh,
time?
wow.
My first marathon.
First marathon. Wow.
What made you want to do that?
So what happened was I tweeted it at the beginning of the year because, like at the beginning of the year, you like, oh, I can do anything.
Feel strong.
I'm going to change the world. Like, oh, this
New Year's resolution was still on your back.
Okay.
Yeah. And so a couple of brands reached out to me and was like, hey, we saw that you tweeted you were going to run a marathon. So are you really going to run a marathon? And at that point, I'm like, well, I've tweeted it, so I've got to do it. And people are reaching out to me about it. Like, once you tweet it, it's still.
Right.
And so I started training at the beginning of June, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Nike is being really, really supportive of my journey. I'm in a couple of their stores here on the West Coast. So if you go to like any of the Nike stores here, you'll see like a big poster of me running.
Mama, you made it.
Yeah, like Mama, I made it.
You made
it. Millie scoop.
Ice cream scoop.
Ice cream scoop. So it's been really great. Like I ran my first 20 miles last week, which was like amazing.
What?
Yeah,
How long did that take you?
Man, I don't even like driving
it's
20
like,
miles,
I know,
bro.
right? But actually,
That's on
truthfully,
me.
a little, almost 3 hours. So it's
On a treadmill?
No, I was out in Santa Monica.
Oh, that's nice.
But I mean, I'm
Did
the
you
same way
eat?
as everybody else.
Did you eat like
While in between running?
Running?
No,
Let him
no.
running. You don't
Girl.
know.
You do
hungry.
take little energy packets though.
That's what I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
mean.
they do have like the
They
energy.
have little packets.
They have little
I'ma
energy
just-
packets.
so
So
you
there
don't
was no
pack.
chicken wings in your pockets, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You didn't have
Yeah,
not
no,
one
not one
wing stop.
wang, no wang,
Not sponsored
no
by
burgers,
Wingstop. Got it.
nothing. I would have loved to have wings. That would have made it a lot more fun of a journey. But yeah, so
Lemon
that's
pepper run. I can't believe it.
that's it.
I'm with it.
You run more miles that way. If lemon peppers at the
Got
end
this,
of the
like,
journey,
Dangle it in front of you
Yeah.
and just chase after
like the
it.
lemon pepper carrots is your journey.
20 miles. So this marathon is a full marathon?
Yeah,
Doing in New York?
26.2 miles. I'm going to go to New York.
What shoes are you gonna wear?
Probably
Good.
the Vapor Fly, which is a new running shoe. So Nike did this campaign with Ulid Kipchoge, who's a runner, and he's trying to break the 2-hour marathon.
Oh my God.
2 hours. So no human has ever broken the 2-hour marathon.
Where is
They've
this
come
marathon?
alcose. He already
No,
ran it.
this
It
is
already
A
happened.
marathon, 26 miles.
Yeah,
in 2 hours.
26.2 miles, and you try to do it in 2 hours. And he got 2 hours and 25 seconds. So he's literally 25 seconds away from breaking the 2-hour rule. Like
That's
no
insane.
no human has ever gotten like that.
He
that
needs a
sort of
lemon
record.
pepper chicken wing.
And so I'm running in his shoes. He needs to.
He needs to know that he can do it too.
Need
He
that
knows that
spice
he can
of
do it.
that.
That's hilarious.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about with you too. 'Cause
Okay,
there's
let's
a-
do it.
You're like
Now
a
we're actually
very
Kustoos.
interesting man.
Oh, thank you.
After the break, though, right?
Yeah, after the
This
break.
time, for
Before
real.
we go, though,
This
let's
time for
go
real,
ahead.
though.
Yeah, this time we're actually going to go to break, Ivana. Let's give a
My
quick
bad.
shout out to our sponsors, ESPN 1700. Thanks for having us. And, of course, WSS. Go ahead and check them out at Shop WSS or shopwss.com. DJ Mr. Reed.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take us out with the little joint he did for us, little ballers.
Oh,
my
Ballers.
goodness.
This is an actual
Fire.
record at
Fire.
Kustoos. Ballers World Record.
God.
World premiere.
World premiere. Oh, okay.
No, that's like
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the